What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to 9 Inch Nails. Yes, indeed. 9 Inch Nails fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Troy Espinoza, Carrie Huffman, Revelator, MRefs101, and Yayo Jimenez. They all want to see me react to this song by 9 Inch Nails called Gave Up. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by 9 Inch Nails, shocking, and the video has 3.9 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. 9 Inch Nails Gave Up, 1992. So I'm guessing this is from 1992. Interesting. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Love that little 4 count lead in. As much as I enjoyed the total bring up, and everybody kicked in for what I believe is the chorus, as much as I enjoyed that, and I really kind of wish they had stayed up, I'm glad they came down. I'm glad they came back down to where they were in the first verse. It needed to happen. It absolutely needed to happen. The dynamic play is really nice, and I've always been a fan of Trent Reznor's for that reason. He really understands dynamics and how to make dynamics work, and more importantly, how to get the most out of the dynamic play. He really squeezes it for every drop he possibly can, and he He's a master of it, man. He really is. And I give him all the credit in the world for it. I know it's the style of music, all the synth, all the digital, all the effects. I know it's the style. I get it. I'm not the biggest fan of it personally, especially when it comes to putting effects on vocals. Having said that, though, the effect that he has on his vocals, it fits. It does fit. I'm still not the biggest fan of it, but it does fit the context of the song. And I would dare say it's almost needed. I wonder how the song would sound, though, if they got rid of the vocal effect. Like, if they got rid of that wobbler effect, how it would sound. I don't know. I have a tendency to think that I would probably enjoy it more, but then again, the effect, like I said, it does fit. So I don't know. Maybe it would end up wrecking the vocals if they took it off. I don't know. I'm not sure, but what I'm hearing, and since they did it the way they did it, it fits and it sounds okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it personally, but it works. It absolutely works. Let's keep going here. The addition of the guitars. Drummer, ta 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 ta. I love that. I'm digging the tune, man. Overall, I'm digging it. Love the energy, love the drive, love the feel, love the tone. The vocals, very fitting. The vocal style changing where needed, really nice. The song just feels like it's had a constant growth. Like when the song started out, it was all digital, pretty much all digital, except for the drums. And then on the second verse, coming out of the first chorus, they added the one guitar. It sounded like it was panned right. And then they added, about halfway through that verse, they added the second guitar that was panned left to really fill out the sound, which was nice. And it's just, it feels like it's just been growing and growing and growing. And I really like that. I really do. I mean, it hits its plateaus and it'll go back down again. But even when it goes back down, it doesn't go back down to where it began. Like, here's where it began, right? And it grew and grew and grew and grew, and then it jumped up for the chorus, right? And then when it came back down, now remember, here's where it started. When it came back down about here. Not quite back down to where it started. It started a little bit higher, and then it grew and grew and grew and grew to the next plateau, which was the next chorus. And I like that. I like the fact that it's constantly growing. I like the fact that it's constantly changing and constantly evolving. Keeps the song from getting stagnant, in all honesty. And especially with this style of music, it's very easy to get caught in that trap. Very easy to get caught in that trap. Look at Ministry. Ministry, a lot of Ministry songs, as much as I might like them, a lot of Ministry songs will start out here, and they might go a little up, they might go a little down, but like 80% of the song is here. You know what I mean? There's really no development, and even it'll usually finish here too. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Ministry, I do, but I mean, there's a lot of times where I look at some of their songs, and I'm like, they could really use a little more dynamic play, you know. But it's fine. It is. Look, Ministry is what they are. But I think one of the reasons why I'm finding myself more and more attracted to Nine Inch Nails is because of the fact that they do move around a lot dynamically within their songs. So it doesn't sound so stagnant, for lack of a better word. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Interesting way to end with guitars. Everything else drops out, but the guitar keeps going. That's an interesting way to end. Didn't see that coming for a million miles. That was actually pretty cool. That was pretty cool. All right, let me get my thoughts together. There really is not a whole lot to talk about. But let me get my thoughts together anyway, just to be sure. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nine Inch Nails with Gave Up. This was a request from Troy Espinoza, Carrie Huffman, Revelator, MREFs 101, and Yayo Jimenez. All right, there really is not a whole lot to talk about, so let's just get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.5. Yep. 8.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This is up there. This is definitely up there for me as far as Nine Inch Nails songs go. I enjoyed this one. I'm not going to say it's my favorite. I'm not going to go that far. But it's definitely up there. I would say probably top 5. I love the energy. I love the drive. I love the feel. I love the tone. I love the mood of the song. Just very pushing forward, very aggressive in its style and its feel, which I really enjoyed. The energy level was off the charts on this song. Really dug it. The guitar tone from both guitars, left and right, really complementary to each other without being overly done as far as the distortion levels go. It had bite. It had crunch, but it wasn't thick. It wasn't thick like I like hearing in like a lot of metal guitars. It was a little more aimed at the crunchiness, which I really dug for this style. I think it fit like a glove. I love the fact that the guitar players weren't doing too much either. They really knew their role in this song. They really knew what they had to play, what they had to do to achieve the vision that Trent Reznor had for the song, and they didn't overdo it. It was very complimentary, and I definitely dug it. Same thing with the drummer. I think the drummer did a great job doing what he had to do to get the desired effect, especially when it came to ending phrases with those, was it 1 and 2 and 3? So it'd be 8 those. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. He would hit those 4 8s at the end of every phrase to signify this is the end of the phrase, we're moving on. And I thought that was really well done. As far as all the digital stuff and, the synth stuff, I understand that's the style of music that Trent Reznor does. I get it. Not the biggest fan of it personally. I don't know if I'll ever be a fan of this style of music, but in the context of this song in particular, I like it. I think it definitely fits. I think it definitely as to the, like I said, to the charm of the song. Same thing when it came to the vocals on the vocal effects. I was sitting here trying to imagine the vocals without the effect. If it had just been Trent Reznor just singing clean. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought that it probably would not work as well. Would it work without the vocal effects? I believe it would work, but I don't think it would be as effective. I think the effect in this case, this rare case, I think the vocal effect actually helped. I think it actually helped the song. So leave him alone. Leave him alone. Just keep him on there. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but you know what? I'm not going to take away from the song just for, you know, my own personal taste. No, overall, it's a great song, man. I definitely dug it. I absolutely did. I'm not going to go, like I said, I'm not going to go as far as to say it's my favorite song from them. I'm not going to do that. But I will say I enjoyed the song thoroughly. And the number one reason why I enjoyed it was the use of dynamics. And I've always given Trent Reznor a lot of respect and a lot of credit for this. He really understands dynamic play, and he really understands how to squeeze every last drop out of every single dynamic shift and every single dynamic change to get the most effect. Sometimes it's a slow growth, sometimes it's sudden. Why? Because that's what the song calls for. Sometimes the song needs a small growth. Sometimes the song needs a slow decrescendo. Sometimes it needs a sudden crescendo. Sometimes it needs a sudden decrescendo. And it just, you gotta know where your song's going. You gotta understand your own product and your own song. And he clearly does, because he knows how to get the most out of those dynamic shifts. And I've always had a lot of respect for Trent for doing that. And having the clear understanding and grasp that he has on dynamic play. So, and it was once again demonstrated here. No, I absolutely enjoyed the song. I think it's a great song. And I would absolutely have no problem listening to this again. I hesitate to put this on any playlist, especially the driving playlist, because quite frankly, I don't want to get any speeding tickets. I could see myself having some accelerator issues listening to this song. Next thing I know, I'm in a 35 zone and I'll look down my speedometer and I'm doing 60, you know what I mean? And I won't even realize it. So only because of my own safety and my own not wanting my insurance rates to go up, I'm not going to put this on any playlists because it would be dangerous. But I would absolutely listen to this song in my own free time, like when I'm working or something like that, when I'm editing, not editing, but like if I'm answering comments or answering emails or whatever, I'll put this on. Absolutely. I would enjoy listening to this again without question. So 8.5, that's where we're at, and that's where we're going to stay. So 8.5, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.